Today we're going to be multiplying decimals. First one we have is 10 times 5.14, or 10 times 5 and 1400ths. Now, when multiplying decimals, and actually multiplication in general for 5th grade, it's always a great idea to use grid paper. That way your numbers are all perfectly aligned and there's no mistakes in that respect. So I set up my numbers. I'm not worrying about the decimal. I'm not going to worry about the decimal until I'm finished with solving my problem. Don't forget about your placeholder. I add. Now when I get my answer, that's when the decimal comes into play. So now I have the decimal, I need to move it to the end. I've moved it 2 spaces, so I have to do the same thing to my answer. I'm going to move my decimal, my invisible decimal, my answer, 2 spaces in the opposite direction. And now I have my final answer. 10 times 5.14 equals 51.40, or 51 and 40 hundredths. Our next problem is 4.2 times 3.7. 4 and 2/10 times 3 and 7/10. Once again, you want to use grid paper to keep everything perfectly aligned. And with multiplication, it doesn't matter if you put the 3.7 on top or on the bottom. It makes no difference, just like addition. Don't forget your placeholder. And now we are ready to add. And remember, we're not worrying about the decimal until we have our final answer. Now I move my decimal 1 space in the top. That's 1 space. Another space, for a total of 2 spaces. So that means that I have to move my invisible decimal 2 spaces in the opposite direction. 1 and 2. So my final answer is 15.54, or in mathematical terms, 15 and 54 hundredths.